free form without us.
Yeah, I have a beautiful 5.1 surround system on my computer. Why would I diminish that by wearing a headset?
No.
As all of a sudden you say that, and then it goes headset, 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 headset.
I use my work headset.
Oh, it's nice.
I work at home, so.
I use whichever headset I have handy. Which this one turns out to actually just be a gaming headset.
Yeah.
Looks like everybody's in the group except Janong. So as you guys heard in the Facebook chat, he's going to have to drop out for a few months. Because life, I totally understand that.
Yep.
So as Kelly suggested, and I dropped in the Facebook chat while she was saying the exact words, did you guys want to switch channels and do a mini campaign, or what while he's gone? It's totally up to you guys.
I'd be fine with running an alt campaign.
Yeah, I'm game. Chance to create another character is always a fun thing.
Yeah. Now, also the question is, in a different Star Wars, or did you want a different
era, setting, whatnot?
I didn't like my suggestion.
Oh, I didn't tell Kelly about that suggestion. I was letting you drop
I'm
that
like,
bomb.
I don't know what suggestion.
I don't like that suggestion only on the grounds that we want our characters to win always, and winning in the mini campaign would mean losing in the big campaign.
So share with Kelly what the suggestion was. It's a good suggestion.
It was your idea.
Yeah. No, I was like, sure, we could do a mini campaign of a Sith and her crew following leads, hunting down a smuggler crew that stiffed her on a holocron.
I
thought it was funny.
I loved it. I thought it was great. But I was like, oh.
Yeah.
It's a great idea. Oh, wait.
I vote no. I don't like where that one will lead.
Right?
Exactly.
The best part is when you retire the characters and they slide over to my side of the table.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. We would never find the crew, but once we started back up, all of a sudden they would show up with these great characters that we built up. It's like, oh, shit.
How did they catch up to us?
Right?
By the power of plot armor. On the third despair you roll, they will be there.
Right?
I think we should play a Cantina band.
I mean, have you guys ever looked in the Colonist book where it's got the entertainer class? There's this sexy male Twi'lek pole dancer stripping. I kid you not, it's in the book. He's the entertainer.
Yeah. Wait, what was the band that we went to go see? We could be those guys.
Well, I've always kind of wanted to play a droid.
We could be the Jax Zebo band.
No, yeah, I'm game for whatever era. I'm always interested in come up with some concept.
Same.
So whichever would, whatever sounds good to either of you guys, I am all game.
Okay. Well, first, I guess, would be to pick a time period. I'm always a huge fan of Scum and Villainy. You know, the oh god, basically the one we're in now. But and then there's the Old Republic. Isn't that the one where I played the
Well, technically, this group is Old Republic. That's why you got the Sith and stuff. So,
that's right.
So as the eras go, you've got the before the Republic,
Edge of Empire. That's it.
Before the Republic. You've got the Old Republic era, which has got a whole bunch of crap going on in it. Then you've got the Rise of the Empire / Clone War era. Then you've got the Rebellion era. Then you've got the New Republic era, the New Jedi Order era, and then Legacy era, which is like the future, which is lame. That's just off the Wikipedia. There's actually, let me see if I can find a better one. Because I know they've actually made a new eras like poster dealio with the new stuff.
We should play droids in the the Rise of the Empire era.
I've always kind of wanted to play a droid.
Roger, you could lead the droid uprising. Yeah, so they listed as
where every decision for us is made by the GM because we are of a hive mind.
I don't think we're talking that kind of a droid setup.
No, I'm thinking more murder bot. I got to play one in a one-shot for, was it Star Wars Day or something?
Yep, for it was May the 4th or May the 5th, one of those, where you guys were droids when all of your human rebels were taken out of the show. So you had to, all the droids had to pony up and fight.
No, that wasn't the one I was in.
Oh, which droid one were you in?
It was, we flew in and we had to stop a parade or something, and...
Oh, an Empire Day.
Yeah, Empire Day.
Oh, that's right, when you guys were trying to put the restraining bolt on the protocol droid, and it was hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, God, we kept fucking it up.
Guy couldn't out melee or brawl a droid with brawn of 1.
Yeah,
it was great. On the plus side, Kelly's astromech plugged into the hover barge and took over and piloted it away.
So I've always kind of wanted to really play an astromech.
So on this list of Star Wars timelines, they break it down with High Republic, that consists of 200 years before the Phantom Menace. Then there's the Fall of the Jedi that starts with Phantom Menace and ends with Revenge of the Sith. Then Reign of the Empire, which encompasses Solo, Rebels. Apparently Obi-Wan Kenobi's the Kenobi series is put in there. Then we have the Age of Rebellion that starts with Rogue One and goes through Return of the Jedi. Then there's, following the defeat of Palpatine on Endor, the New Republic, which includes the Mandalorian, the Rangers of the New Republic, which got canceled, Ahsoka and the Book of Boba Fett. And then there's way in the future, starting with the TV show Star Wars Resistance and The Force Awakens, the Rise of the First Order.
Okay.
And apparently there's a new movie being worked on that hasn't yet been named.
Really?
Is that the Acolyte one, or?
Doesn't say. I just saw something on it, and I don't remember where it was, but it was on Facebook, and Milwaukee or whatever is involved in. Apparently, I think it said due out in 2023, I think, but as yet the name and or concept has not been released.
There's also
keeping a tight lid on it,
because there's the Andor show is coming out. There's going to be the new Bad Batch coming out. There's also a movie called Skeleton Crew that apparently The Mandalorian was supposed to be in it, but Pascal's complaining he's not getting paid enough for a 20-minute cameo.
Yeah.
Where apparently there's it sounds like a bunch of younger people stuck on a ship, and there's a MacGuffin of some kind. I bet you it's a holocron that they have, and there's a bounty hunter that goes after them, and the Mandalorian shows up to save them.
Yeah, I don't know. It just said some kind of movie, but the concept has not been released. So I'm like, yeah.
So for Andor, is the droid being voiced by the?
It is still under wraps.
Oh.
This could totally be the origin story of their friendship, is what I'm thinking. It would be too priceless to waste. Because, since we lost both of them at the end of Rogue One, spoilers.
Right. Who's this guy?
So that is the Sith droid that I created on Hero Forge. Back in the day.
Oh, I've been playing with Hero Forge lately.
It could be
I
dangerous.
have. My next D&D character I have already created. She is so cool.
I have several characters created. I actually created Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen in Hero Forge.
Nice.
And he has
Hero
the
Forge
power
is
of Sith manipulation in the word of awkward.
Where is she?
We always do bounty hunters, which would allow for droid functions.
Very true.
I also created it's a Jedi Trandoshan. I thought he was a bounty hunter, but no, Jedi Trandoshan.
So as eras go, eras kind of give you the breakdown of big bads. So are you wanting to do with Sith at all?
I was almost thinking of taking this campaign in an opposite direction from the Smuggler campaign and going
Imperial?
a little darker.
Which way? Well, what do you suggest?
We go a little bit darker with like either a hit squad for the Empire or something along those lines. The kind of like Inquisitors. Empire sending us out to do jobs and we are offing people.
I could do that.
So dark. Of course, The question is, are we talking like the Rise of the Empire, or are we talking the Sith Empire, which is super dark? Of course, then again, that one you also have to kill Sith sometimes, because Sith happens.
Right? Oh, no. I was going to say, if we did that, we would have to potentially kill Sith too.
There would be the interplay between, right? And that allows for any race, right? Basically.
Oh yeah, during the Old Republic era when the Sith came back, if you weren't one of the humans or Sith or hybrids that left with them, they totally had no problem kidnapping Force sensitives and then training them on, Morabon. Because after all, we know from the Sith point of view, indoctrination has a high casualty rate. So it's okay to steal any Force sensitive you can find to... Oh, wait a minute, isn't that the Jedi training way?
Wow. We resemble that remark.
Wow.
I was watching one of the new Old Republic video that came out where it shows this Padawan and her master fighting to destroy a device the Sith want. And it's that head Sith from the video game. I forget his name, but he's a badass. He's basically the Darth Vader of the Old Republic storyline. And all of a sudden, he's talking shit to this Padawan. And he's like, search your feelings. You know the Jedi manipulate you. And all of a sudden, it flashes back to this Twi'lek when she's sitting there with her brother and they're playing with the Force. And they both are Force capable. But the Jedi comes up and basically is whispering to their parents that I'm only taking one, the stronger one of the two. And, here she has a flashback that she was taken from her family, but her brother was left because she's stronger in the Force. And you find out that her brother dies.
Ah.
So, of course, the Sith immediately does the whole douchey Sith thing of, your master's the one to blame for your brother's death. He could have taken both of you, but the Jedi have their own mysterious ways. Of course, it is kind of ironic because that Sith Lord had a Twi'lek lover that he unfortunately was forced to put to the saber.
Why?
Because his master thought he was forming too much of an attachment to her, because she was this badass this badass mercenary spy. Because she was really good at playing the servant in public, and they were equals in private.
Oh.
And we all know what happens when Sith find out you have a weakness, and love is weakness.
Yep.
Of course, it becomes his master's undoing because that resentment never goes away.
Of course.
Because then he finds
that happens frequently in the Sith realm.
Because he totally finds out his master has a secret lover he's hiding too, so payback's his bitch.
It's pretty much how it usually goes. Kill the master.
Yep. Hey, that's your graduation. So we're thinking Old Republic era with the Sith and the Republic.
I think that would work.
Okay. See, I write these things down.
He wants to be on the hack and slash side of the Force now.
Now, as in the old,
it's gonna be a short-lived campaign. If he gets a little on the dark side, we don't have to put up with it for 5 years,
So in the Old Republic, there's basically 3 eras, from the classic Old Republic video game. There's when the Sith go, haha, we're back, and they take back Morabon and show up and start blasting the galaxy from all different crazy places that nobody realizes what the Sith Emperor is actually doing. Then there's the middle of the Clone Wars style war where there's war raging all across the galaxy, people blowing each other up. And then there's the ceasefire after the Treaty of Corellia, or the Treaty of Alderaan. Yeah, that's the one. Where for some reason the Sith sue for peace, and nobody knows quite why. But the treaty, of course, does douchey things like all the Jedi have to leave the core worlds and go back into hiding.
Yeah, that's where the current.
You mean where we're at right now?
Yeah, that's where we're at right now, where there's that Cold War ceasefire that nobody wants to be the one caught starting shit.
So I say we avoid that era just because at the end of this campaign we'll be turning our characters over and Jim's likely to throw them back at us. So Crazy War or when the Sith first announced themselves.
Which, of course,
I would say let's go for when the Sith first appear, because that would be possibly the point where there's a lot of turmoil within the Sith, and who knows where we'll be sent and what we're going to have to do.
People are. So you're saying which one again?
The beginning of the.
Well, that would be everybody clawing for power too, right?
Yep, exactly.
And of course, the dirty little thing I gotta ask is: do you all serve the same Sith Lord, or do you all work for different Sith Lords? Are you like one Sith Lord's hit squad, or are you just an amalgamation of Sith troops slapped together?
So I was almost thinking of going bounty hunter, whoever's paying me the most.
Okay. Good.
I don't know how I want to hear, because so far I've been making a lot of the choices. I want to hear your guys' thoughts.
So you're saying like a team that happens to be really good together that different Sith Lords call on? Is that what you're talking about? Like some up-and-comers that
so we're
kind
not
of stood out and everybody's, that's kind of could be fun.
We're not beholden to what master, and we could even potentially turn on a particular, quote unquote master,
right?
Because someone else gave us a better offer.
Okay, that sounds actually pretty good.
Sure.
I mean, after all, technically, even the Sithiest Sith have no problem turning on each other.
Right.
Can I still be a droid? An R2?
You could totally be a droid.
Or an R3? Jabba. Murder
Chopper.
bot?
That could be entertaining. Kind of looking at races, playing with ideas. Was just looking at a Claudite. Which are shapeshifters.
Oh, that would be interesting.
That's the
That
one.
would be very handy.
That's the one from the second Clone Wars movie that shapeshifts.
Yeah.
Grab.
So,
Yeah,
sweetie,
Yes.
Yes.
you should totally Google Star Wars BT1. By the way,
B is in boy.
B is in boy, T is in Tom, -1. And while you guys start brainstorming, I'm gonna go AFK roll.
All right.
Ooh.
So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, because I was thinking kind of with that guy, I was like thinking along the lines of what the hell is it?
Crunch.
Sorry.
That's okay. I thought it was cute.
See, it's a seeker. I'm thinking.
But see, he looks like a murder bot.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, see. I mean, be far more effective to be an assassin droid who doesn't look like an assassin.
Do what? That's no fun. Gotta look all assassiny and mean.
So I guess I mean, because he does kind of look like an astromech, but so I mean, in the pictures, I mean, so I assume the weapons can be hidden inside.
Oh yeah, you could definitely have like compartments to have like certain things hidden. Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the images. Oh yeah, okay, so he looks like an R5 unit, but with the big red eye. Okay. Uh-huh. But he's got lots of stuff hidden inside.
Let's see.
I need more books.
Well, that's where Og Dudes comes in, because if you got the updates for the file information.
Let's see what I do have.
Oh, I remember seeing this comic.
Let's see.
So which rules are we using?
What's that?
Never mind. It's just I was looking at Ogdudes and its skin style that it has because I saw Edge of Empire, Age of Rebellion, Force and Destiny.
It's just the coloration. It really doesn't affect anything else.
Speaking of which, Kelly, you've got Ogdudes on your computer, right?
I have what?
Ogdudes.
Is it a
It's a little icon,
What
looks
page?
like Darth Vader and two lightsabers. It's a character builder.
Where would one find all the lovely species info if I have it loaded?
So AUG?
I'll send you a link.
OGG.
OGG.
As the cat apparently is taking my arm and saying, "No, you're not sending a link." Oh, I posted it in Roll20. Let me post it in Skype. So if you click that link in Skype, sweetie, it'll open a page saying Ogdude's Character Generator. And you should be able to click the install.exe, and it should launch automatically for you. Your computer will probably tell you, "Are you sure this isn't a validated blah, blah, blah?" And it'll pop up with the download tab, and you want to download it. As all of your Star Wars playing friends will say, it's one of the best.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so select install because it's giving me the security warning.
Yep, it's because it's a independent creators, model. And off stream, you could totally talk to David on how to get it to populate your talents properly. But we won't say illicitly how to do it right now.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, yeah, I'm interested in the BT one.
I thought you saying BT1, you would be interested. You should just totally check out 000 or 000. There are
So
two.
what? Sorry, what level are we going?
After you make your characters, you can add 150 experience.
Okay.
And 9,000 credits or a lightsaber. This is totally the era where you should take the money and buy lightsaber.
So it's an evil protocol droid.
They are part of the Tarkin Initiative, where Tarkin was trying to do anything and everything he could to get an advantage.
Wow, this is slow downloading.
Well, it's a huge file. Okay. Don't worry, your computer's good for it.
Are we gonna have a ship, or what do you think?
So, what careers are you guys thinking about?
Assassin.
Now, are you talking bounty hunter assassin, which is more of a sniper, kills you up close contact? Or are you talking like a sniper? What type of assassin are you talking? Because the assassin career is half sniper, half martial artist.
Well, I'm a droid, so I guess. Let's see. What would be the best one for a murder bot?
Well, it depends on how you want to murder. That's the question.
Well, I suppose guns and explosives.
Guns and explosives. So we're talking like the hired gun, is what I'm hearing. So
Okay.
you could go with the hired gun. Let me conveniently on the same link for Og Dudes. There's the Star Wars RPG community page, which I will totally throw out there for anyone to look at. If you click on that little link in Roll20, oh wait, let me do it in Skype so it doesn't make you leave Roll20. It has all the career trees there. So if you click that little link there and you scroll down, it'll have all the careers by the book that they're in, including the system-wide ones, which is the Clone Troopers, the Padawan Knight Master General. It does not include, I believe, the Night Sister one. God bless you.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. Excuse me.
So if you want to blow shit up, there's the Demolitionist hired gun. If you want to shoot big guns, there's the Heavy. Or there's the Mercenary Soldier, which is a little bit of each.
Probably then the mercenary soldier, because I don't see. It's either that or the demolitionist. I think would be apt for a blastomech.
Oh, wait, did I send you the... Oh, that's bizarre. It's their new character builder. That's not the talents. Where is reference cheat sheets? Someone has a wind tunnel going.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have a fan. It's really hot in my office.
You.
Sorry, it's just really hot in here.
So let me secretly jump onto Skype and do a thing. Skype.
Is it really secret if you're telling us you're doing it?
Well, it's okay to tell you I'm doing it as long as I'm not showing you that I'm doing it.
Wow. It's an interesting class I haven't really ever looked at.
Which class?
The war leader.
Oh, yeah. It totally takes advantage of some rarely used force rules.
Yeah, it's like prime position when the character and ally is in short. Ally in short range takes cover. He increases soak against ranged attacks by 1 per rank of prime position until he leaves that cover. Suppressing fire is crazy. The character and each ally which to inflict 1 strain on the target per rank of suppressing fire. Each character does effect once per round.
Oh my.
So if your colleagues, you still get something.
So yeah, several people miss, you're still inflicting strain on them. That's like huge.
And if it's minion groups, we know that translates to damage. So Kelly,
Exactly.
in the Skype chat, there's a file called spec EOE. that if you want to click on that to open it, that is totally the Edge of Empire career trees. That way you can scroll down to hired gun and look at the trees to see if you like them.
Okay.
And yes, I totally shared all 3 books and the Force powers. Because it was easier for me just to hit all the files at once.
Yeah. Careful planning once per session may introduce a fact into the narrative as if a destiny point had been spent. Sense danger once per session, remove 2 black from any one check. No penalties for moving through rough terrain.
And just so you know, Kelly, when you look at the mercenary soldier hired gun, true aim is like the shit when it comes to shooting stuff. Because basically, if you aim, you get an upgrade for every rank of true aim you have.
So hold up. Which one is it? The Spec Universal or the Special Spec Force?
Spec EOE.
EOE.
Which is specializations.
Okay.
It's towards the top, yeah. And for what it sounds like, you want to look at the hired gun, which is on mercenary soldier, which is on page 28, if that helps. Or if you want to blowy stuff up, that would be the demolitionist, which is 24. Which, didn't you play an explodey astromech once before?
Well, only for that little
one-shot.
one-shot for thing, so I didn't get to play it too much. That's why I was like, ooh, I'd like to, actually play it,
Because personally, I am a huge fan of the demolitionist because it gets things like selective detonation. When using a weapon with blast, spend 1 advantage to exclude 1 target that would be affected by the explosion. Up to your ranks in selective demolition, which means you can drop a grenade at your feet and choose not to blow up. And in that career tree, it's got 3 of those. And then it's got halfway down the tree, improved
demolitionist. Here we go.
Time to go that you can spend a destiny point to perform a move maneuver as an incidental to attempt to move into cover out of blast range of a weapon or explosion. So literally flip a destiny point and you dive out of the way.
Well, and the career skills are computers, cool, mechanics, and skullduggery, which is perfect for a droid.
A demolitionist does make a good backup mechanic too, yeah, or hacker.
Mm-hmm. So that might be a good choice for, basically I'll be no Janong, but a little bit of slice and dice.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, let's go with demolitionist then. Hired gun.
And if you get further down the tree,
powerful blast.
Improved detonation. Once per session, make an improved detonation action. Make a difficulty 3 mechanics to build an explosive device whose damage equals the ranks in intellect plus mechanics plus 1 per success. And that's just you showing up in the bathroom of the Death Star making something up. Yes, the astromech has the MacGyver theme songs. And of course, if you get to the bottom of your tree for improved improvised detonation, it's reduced the difficulty to 2 purple and increased the damage to twice the ranks in mechanics.
I put so much energy into trying to figure out the when of the campaign and all that I am now having total writer's block when it comes to creating a character.
Well, what kind of character are you wanting?
I don't know. That's the problem.
Are you wanting to use the Force? Are you wanting to use force of arms or shenanigans?
I definitely don't want to use the Force because I'm already using the Force in the other campaign.
Okay. So we're talking like smuggler or soldier or Mandalorian.
Yeah, I was thinking about a Mandalorian, but I don't know. Just don't know.
I was gonna say
There's
I
also-
don't know if Deathwatch is in Ogdudes. Because there's actually a Mandalorian universal tree called Deathwatch Trooper, and it's totally your Mandalorian with the jetpack thing. So you get skills in jetpack. You have the death from above where you can land and squish on people. It's totally a Mandalorian at its best.
In Ogdudes, that's definitely not a career choice.
Which one?
Would it be under career choice or?
It should be under career choices.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that under the drop down. So
You can be a death. Oh, be like a Deathwatch warrior. No.
There is a way around that if you want to manually enter these things for your character. But allow me to send you the link for the Deathwatch Warrior. It's totally a Star Wars RPG site link.
What's this guy?
So let's see. We've got their first row is toughened, intimidating, conditioned grit. Then it goes down to armor master. You get +1 soak in armor. Go figure. Sidestep, jump up. Once per round, you can stand up as a incidental. You do the total kung fu thing. Then jetpack expertise that you can spend advantages to remove system strain from your jetpack. Next level in the third rank is intimidating, point blank, sidestep, point blank. Then fourth level is improved armor master, which is when wearing armor with a soak of 2 or higher, increase that your defense by 1. Then conditioned, hit and run, death from above, and the bottom rank is dedication. Then to the death, once per session, may suffer strain up to willpower and add +10 per strain suffered to a critical shot that you inflict. Think about that. You could add +40 to a shot for crit. And then improve sidestep and momentum. Character deals additional damage to their first hit equal to the number of range bands they moved during the current round. So if you're using your jetpack to move very quickly, that gets dangerous.
It does sound yummy.
I mean, that's if you want to spend the money to get a jetpack and a gun and some cool armor. I mean, I'll be honest, 9,000 does not get you cool Mandalorian level armor.
That is true.
It starts at like 12,500 to start getting something close to Mandalorian armor.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you go with the whole, I'm gonna get the best car, and when you get the best car, you got to get the lightsaber proof of that best car.
Okay,
Right.
so
All right. So
is
maybe
your
not.
is your Ogdudes downloaded?
it just finished, and my computer's like, "Don't run it."
Would you like
and then
me to?
I'm like, but I said,
Would you like me to sneak into your room and help walk you through?
"Yes, please." Character name. Okay, so Squeaker just might. Squeaker just might.
Meow.
Well, he'd be on headset, so he might not hear it.
Oh,
But
Cat would
if
probably
Jim
hear it.
leaves the room, Squeaker might have something to say about it.
Right?
Okay, so no, I came straight to starting to work.
Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do is go to character and click new.
New.
And then you can put in a placeholder for name. You don't really have to have anything yet. And then pick a campaign, because yes, it'll even let you sort by campaigns. So you just type in something. So you can say bad and gender.
Other.
Remember, R2 is
I know, so it's like it's going to be
okay. So the others, we can totally come back to that later.
Yeah.
So go ahead and next click characters. Okay. Go back to description since you're already BT. Now hit background. So what is your beginnings? And if you go to the drop downs, you'll see the droid choices on. The high and mighty, the poor and hungry, are you the privileged few droids? Comfortable beneficiaries.
What is comfortable with tech?
Means you're comfortable with tech. That would work perfect for you. What is your attitude towards the Force?
No attitude.
You ignore that the Force exists.
Yes.
Because to a droid, it doesn't.
Exactly.
So click it. And then reason for adventure. It's a big ass list.
Enjoys killing.
Okay.
Is there a option for that?
Not really.
Ex-military.
There you go.
Say ex-military.
Okay, so then you're going to go to the next one, which is obligation and duty. Ask the boys which they want to do, duty or obligation.
Do you guys want to do duty or obligation?
I guess if we're going to be working like Empire, maybe duty.
Obligation is more edge of Empire.
But if we're going to turn on, if we want the option to turn on, would that be?
I would go with duty if that's what you're planning.
Duty.
Yeah, duty is going to still allow for that, yeah.
And starting size for group.
Well, I got to change that to duty.
Go ahead and make your starting duty 10 for each of you. It's the drop.
You said duty.
If you want to spend your duty, all you have to do is check what to spend it on.
Okay.
Or, wait, you picked duty. You're supposed to pick obligation.
No, we picked duty.
You picked duty? Okay, who are you duty bound to?
Who we duty bound to, guys? I'm technically duty bound to the military.
Well, baby.
A former.
Military? Republic military. Who are you?
Sith. We're bad dudes.
Yeah, we're bad guys.
Does everybody agree that we're duty bound to the Sith?
Yeah.
Gunter?
Yeah, because that doesn't imply we're duty bound to one particular Sith.
Correct.
We're just duty bound to the Sith, and they turn on each other all the time. So I think that fits perfectly.
And by just clicking those check
To the
boxes.
Sith
Which
temple.
one? This one?
Whichever one you want. You have up to 10. So you could do 5 and 5, or you could do the 10 or the 10. So you have plus 5 experience, plus 10 experience, plus 1,000 credits, or plus 2,500 credits.
Which do you?
You can keep the 10 duty. And when the duty hits 100 for everybody, you can cash it in for something cool.
I mean, the XP might be good for me to up my skills, right?
Yeah.
Because I think.
So you've spent all your duty on
it will, yeah.
So go to species, and you're going to want to go on the drop down to droid. You're going to scroll up.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. There we go.
Okay, so pick your subspecies of droid. It basically is purely superficial. So like if you want to be an astromech, it's the very bottom.
R series astromech, yeah.
Okay, so now basically it tells you here are your stats. This is your ongoing stats. This is a stat in general. So you're all ones. You're 11, 11. You have 2 soak. So next you're going to want to go to career. And you want to pick hired gun is the primary.
There it is.
And
then
the secondary is
demolitionist.
So for your career skill, you as a droid, you get +4 to these. So you get to pick 6 checkboxes.
Well, athletics.
Remember, droid can still use athletics.
Okay, so then, well, I definitely want ranged.
Okay. Ranged
let's see here. I suppose piloting would be a good one for just in case.
Planetary, so you're the chauffeur on dirt side.
Well, I mean, and it makes sense because a lot of times the droids are. I mean, just to make it, I don't think brawl, but definitely discipline. So that's
so
4.
Restraining bolts.
Resilience and vigilance, maybe.
Okay. So now for your specialization, you get to pick 3. Normally it's 2, but as a droid, you get 1 extra.
I'm going to go with now
skullduggery
or cool.
Or cool. Are you good at picking locks, or are you cool at keeping cool?
Are either of you guys going like roguey?
Skullduggery is good for hiding bombs in people's pockets.
Yeah, see, I think I'll go skullduggery.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, the reason why he's not really more with the regular military is because he's a bit of a hothead droid. He hasn't been, he has been wiped in a while. He's he's a little twitchy.
Little glitchy.
Yeah, he's twitchy.
You probably want to specialize in 1 great one and 1 secondary one, and not like dump all your points to turn you into a basic human. That's kind of wasteful with the droid.
I know. See, I'm thinking, would it be cunning or?
Go ahead and look at your specialization real quick, or you're gonna want to add, because these will not be filled in. Notice how it says see page blah blah blah. So you want to look to see what skill sets you use.
See, these are the.
And you can totally blow your screen up to be bigger.
Well, this is I took a screenshot sort of, and then there's this one. This is the one that you're referring to.
Yeah. So remember, grenades and explosives use range light, so that's going to be an important skill for.
Well, I already put my. Agility. Okay, so then I will.
Go ahead and scroll down.
Okay, hold on.
So you can make a mechanics check for your improved detonation. So intel is what mechanics uses. So intel and agility are probably the ones you want to make sure you put points into, because throwing a grenade is agility based, but explosives is mechanics, which is intelligence based.
Okay, so how many? Okay, so that's my XP.
Yeah, you got a lot of XP. Remember, they get an extra 75 XP as a droid.
So how much can I bump this up then?
Bump it all the way to a 5. If you bump, it'll show you right here. And you can only do.
Okay.
So you now have 5 points left. If you have an intel.
I know. I'm thinking go with. Oh no, that's -45. So I have to.
You could have a 3 and a 5, but you can't have a 4 and a 5.
Okay.
But 4 and 4 are still pretty damn good.
Yeah, but then I still have 1.
And remember,
I can use the
50 bonus points to buy ranks and skills and talents.
So I can leave this 5 and but see, this is my only chance to up this.
Yep.
So if I were to do like a +1, no, that's -15.
Now remember, with a brawn of 1, you can't carry a lot, so encumbrance might be an issue. It's totally cool. There's workarounds like carrying backpacks or
So, but I can't go negative here.
You can't go negative, no. This is where the balancing act comes in.
But then I have 25 there. I could.
So Kelly, your concept is basically a warbot that likes to blow things up, yes?
Yes.
Remember, it's 50 points to get.
Yeah.
It's super expensive to get it that 5. That's why Wookiees are the best ones to go for a 5 in Brawn.
So that would be pretty good, and
2 for Brawn, so you're not totally.
yeah. So I
Agility,
can,
so you're super
well,
agile
because
and swift.
this way I can have guns and if I can pack guns and explosives. Agility to and I still need the intellect, but the cunning will help with the skullduggery.
True. Okay, so T's, click skills, and it'll show you what you look like for your skills currently. So athletics, you have 1 rank, which is good. You know,
For a droid, that's
yeah,
an
if you get
astromech.
stuck in a
It's pretty
pothole.
good.
Discipline, you have 1 yellow. Beware the restraining bolt. Mechanics, you have 2 green.
Okay, so that's not too bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
I mean, yeah, because then the skullduggery gives me the at least a rank.
And if you have a
And my
career
range-
skill, which is the checks, that has no rank, you can totally buy a rank for 5 or
Yeah.
check your specialization.
Oh, I'm totally going to be spending some of my on the improving my ranks.
Okay, so
No, I can go ahead and spend it now here on the skills. I can't do it on the.
you can do the specialization.
Dave, what are you thinking?
Let's.
So I think I'm going to do a Xi'an expert.
I
So
think.
Jedi or
This is the
Sith.
one that lets you
So
find
basically,
miss somebody in the explosion.
lightsaber
Okay.
user,
This is the one that lets
cunning
you
based.
damage. This one gives you more wound.
So you're
And
not going
Well,
with
I think I will
shapeshifter?
do the selective one just because.
What's that?
I said you're not going to go with the shapeshifter?
Purchase that one.
Well, I
Okay.
might, because he
So
does
now
use
go ahead
cunning.
and go up to description.
Okay.
I'm looking at other race options,
What
which
you
I
wanna
was
do,
just
go ahead and for now
giggling
select
because I
portrait.
stopped on.
I know you
was
want to put a
scanning
picture
through
there.
it for
If you click droid, it'll give you some examples, but you'll hate them all.
cunning starting
Hey.
3.
You can totally download
And
your own and put it
The
in there.
Ewok is a 3 cunning.
Can I change it after I've done
Yeah,
it?
you can totally change it.
Ewok, Xi'an expert,
It'll
Sith.
be- It's the only droid. Select portrait, and you click
So,
dot
yeah.
dot dot here.
So
you
that-
can pick from your own
So that was kind of funny, but I
So in
think
the
I will
meantime,
go
wait,
Claude probably, but I'm
we have
just
more
looking
important things
at
to do.
options.
Click, cancel.
I missed
Click
that last
here
bit.
and put
Jim and Keller are being too noisy. Kelly, mute.
Here.
Yeah.
erase to 0.
Hold it. What?
I said, Kelly, mute.
Mute.
Were you talking to
Actually,
me?
no. Hold on. I'm muting. Hold on.
Why are you?
Because they asked me to.
So yeah, so Xi'an expert is a, I don't know if you're familiar with those.
You know, that name is familiar to me. I couldn't tell you what it is, but I know.
Yeah,
I've heard-
so
Isn't that like the martial artist?
kind of, yeah, when they, when wielding forcefully, forcefully, it can overpower opponents, has weapon capable of parrying. Further, its ability to deflect blaster bolts can make it an effective ranged weapon as well. So they use cunning for their lightsaber skill, and so they can kind of parry and also deflect range. So they're kind of a mix of up close and range defense kind of lightsaber masters.
Uh-huh.
I think they're one that can reflect back.
So
Yeah, so when reflecting a hit that generates a despair or 3 whatchamacallit, hits may hit one target in medium range with the same damage as the initial hit after original attack resolves. So So yeah.
So Kelly, unmute for a second.
Okay, you're unmuted.
What I'm kind of thinking of, I just want to make sure it's not really stepping on your toes at all, because otherwise I will have to go back to the drawing board. And this is why I was asking David if you were going to go with a shapeshifter, because I was actually thinking of shapeshifter. Basically, I hack computers. I'm good with sleight of hand. I can pickpocket people, slip things onto people to incriminate them, that kind of thing.
So more rogue spy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to go Claudite, go for it.
Now I need to figure
well,
out.
I do have some skullduggery, but that's because of so I can plant bombs.
I think that's fair.
But,
yeah. Like I said, I want to make sure I'm not going to be stepping on your toes with that idea of me being able to slip things onto people.
No, I don't think so. I have some computer, I have high intel, or good intel, high agility.
Okay.
Because of course for the guns, and the bombs. Backup pilot, that type of thing.
Just need to talk to Jim to put that into a particular.
Well, here, hold on. They want to talk to you.
Hey, what's up?
All right, Jim. I need help figuring out what this is. So I was thinking of doing a shapeshifter that's kind of your rogue spy kind of person, can hack computers and pickpocket people and plant false evidence or fake evidence on people, that kind of thing.
Okay. So you definitely want to look in the Age of Rebellion book, or careers, I should say, for the spy. And there's also in Ogdude's, no, it's not in there, damn it. There's a Imperial Agent one that's really good to adds extra stuff to buy as a second tree.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely look at the spy. Just be careful which spy tree you look at, because some of the spy trees definitely suck.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like one, I forgot which one it was, that's good, and then the others that they're not exactly what they say they are.
Yeah, so you kind of got to look at the abilities.
Yeah.
The specialization trees.
Definitely a courier.
You want to buy at base cost. Second one.
Yeah, the giggle. So I'm looking at She an Expert, which uses cunning.
And then
for their sword play. And I had to giggle because I was looking through for a character that started with like a 3 cunning, and the Ewok has a 3 cunning.
An Ewok Sith Lord.
Yes, Ewok Sith Lord, She an Expert. So I had to giggle.
You just canceled it.
I know, because I only had 100.
No, this is your money. You're spending credits.
Oh, it said XP.
So click purchase.
What is the shape-shifting race again, Dave?
The Claudites.
Claudites, yeah. And
but we know those.
So I would definitely recommend, if you want a ranged weapon for you, get this guy. It shoots missiles at medium range. And then up to 3 missiles can be loaded into the launcher, and then you can pick missiles.
Okay.
I'm looking
for CLAWDITE.
There you go, micro rockets. So you can pick ion ones, you can pick anti-armor ones, fillet ones. Basically, it's the missiles you see Boba Fett shoot out of his gauntlet. But you have a pistol loaded with missiles. And it's a lot lighter than the rifle. Rifle holds more, but the rifle's heavier.
I just can't get into it Shivan ever. They just look way too funky.
Yep.
All right.
And if you scroll down, it'll tell you a little more too. For each. Missiles are expensive, but they're worth it. She's looking at micro rockets right now.
Nice.
You can only buy those individually. It's cute watching her shop.
Yeah.
It's got Blast 5, Vicious 2.
Balasar. Automatic +2 to all vigilant, or +2 advantage to all vigilance checks as a race.
You know you want to go with a Basilisk so you can be an evil Sith with 4 arms.
Right? If I was going for like a brawny type, I probably would, but because I almost thought about something like that, but I do kind of like my Sentinels as a Jedi Force user. Balasars are regarded as untrustworthy grifters and con artists. All right. Kind of like the Bothan, but
Hey, Bothans are always good.
yeah, that makes sense in a city environment, though. I guess somebody just turned bad, had a bad beating as a kid.
Well, are you going with force powers?
Yeah, I'm looking at like I said, yeah, I'm looking at going as a Sentinel, the Xi'an.
Then you have an option. Either you were a Jedi Padawan who was kidnapped and turned, or you were just force sensitive and they brought out the best of you.
Right.
Let's hope you don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Well, like I said, yeah, could have been a Jedi Padawan, then captured by the Sith and beat like a poor dog.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's work that one out. All right.
Kelly's definitely getting evil. I'm going to warn y'all.
That's good.
You should totally look at the plasma grenade up above.
I know. I was looking at.
I mean, just because you have the grenades doesn't mean you have to take them off the ship. They're basically cheaper mini thermal detonators. And you still have almost 7,000 credits to spend.
She's already buying gear. I'm still sitting here trying to figure out what my character is going to be.
Well, she still has her bonus experience to spend too, but she saw the toys and that thermal detonator still keeps looking at her.
Right.
Oh, I haven't.
The unused 150 there. You could always look at the grapple harpoon gun, by the way.
Yeah, but
Baby, scroll down and see what it does. For you, it would be a tool.
average athletics.
So just for 2 athletics, you can zip line like Batman. For a droid, that's kind of handy. Unless you buy a jetpack and you could be R2-D2 with the flame legs. That's under gear. And if you just type in jet in the filter category there, the big open line, jet, it should pop up. They're pretty expensive though. You can afford it. I'll totally have to take a snap and send you the jetpack rules. They're really easy. But basically, you could say the jetpack is integrated into your legs like R2. Exactly. Or Chopper, because remember, he's got the butt rocket. And you do have a rank in planetary. You could be a flying astromech with rockets. The battle plan is to let her get on the ship and blow the airlocks out. And this is just a suggestion, but in gear, you may want to look at communications devices. Nope, you have to purchase it. So you race jet, and if you go to filter by type and go to communications, it'll put all the different communicators on there, so you can sort by choice. For a measly 200, you can have long-range communications. What is Freya barking at out there? She's doing her playful bark. It's got to be one of the cats.
Cute.
So, slicer.
Okay, so go from communications to computers. We have the
Slicer? That's what I was just looking at.
Apparently, Gunter was just looking at slicer stuff.
I'm a backup. Poisons.
All right.
As they all
said
just
100. You said 150, right?
Yep, 150 experience and 9,000 credits or a lightsaber.
Right.
Typical night level.
9,000 plus the 500, or
yep, plus the 500,
okay.
And anything you spend duty on, because like Kelly went straight for the 10 experience for her duty.
Right.
I think the droid would.
Yeah.
The ex-military droid, I think would.
Nobody pins a badge on a droid. He'd rather spend it in training.
All right, what do you guys think of the infiltrator tree?
So the slicer gear lets you slice. The data breaker and the Black Ops data breaker gives you bonuses to slice.
I don't need that.
And then data spike is a one-shot bonus. So if you want to try slicing, you at least need the slicer's gear.
I would be my own data pad.
So you could totally buy one and say it's integrated. Yep, those are the equivalent of a stim pack for a droid. And you can totally tell your teammates where you keep them. Do you see the green first aid cross? That's for me.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You do not have a toolkit.
I would need one.
If you buy one, you do. And here, let me give you a suggestion real quick. You could do cybernetic cavity that lets you hide things on you.
Well, yeah.
You could do, you don't have the money for what I was thinking.
What?
There's a device that lets you escape. That lets you escape restraining bolts, but it's like more money than you had to start with.
Let's go with
If you want to spend a lot, there's this guy. Counts as having slicing gear when the droid slices or assists. Add a black to computer's check to identify the slicer. It's a fancier version. Oh, this one. Can resist restraining bolts with an easy discipline roll.
Oh.
May spend 2 advantage to overload the restraining bolt, rendering it useless.
Okay.
Just as a catch-22, you know, because you know the first time bad guys see you, they're gonna like put a restraining bolt on the droid. I've seen that movie. You can click by price to sort by price if you want. Makes. Where was the what? Oh, it was further down here. So if you click by price, it'll sort it here so you can find it easier.
Cybernetic cavity.
Yep.
I don't have enough money for it now.
Yeah, it's fine. If you want to record shit, that's the one that.
I can relive my kills now.
So you can gather military intelligence. Let's see.
Remotes. Do I need remotes for my?
Those are droids. They're mini droids. So you could totally purchase.
It said wizard's pouch.
Yeah, it's what they call it for Jedis.
Okay.
See, it's used the nexus of power for space wizards.
Okay.
So you could purchase a utility belt that lets you increase your encumbrance by 1. You can buy a spacer's duffel that increases your encumbrance.
That's carrying a bag.
It's integrated into you.
Okay, well then.
Like you could totally go with the modular backpack.
I want the one that gives me room for grenades and rockets.
Yeah, she's going nuts. So just utility belt, or do you want the surveyor's spacer's duffel?
Which is the one that
they all kind of do the same thing. It's just this increases it by 2. If you go with the backpack, it does it by 4.
Oh, well then let's do that.
Okay. Because you'll see your encumbrance will change, which is a good thing. So there's all your money. Now you have to spend your experience. She's spending every last penny. Okay, I'm putting Kelly back on the headset.
Okay, are you going back to your desk?
I'm heading back to my desk.
Okay.
You got the gist of it?
Thank you.
And for skills, let me show you that real quick. When you purchase ranks, this is the drop down you do to buy it.
Okay.
You click one, however many you want to buy.
Oakley dokley.
Have fun. Don't forget to look at your talents because those are really important for that business. You may want to pay 1 point to talents before skills. Or just spend a little bit in skills and then go to talents.
That was expensive. Okay. So you got all kinds of good explodies.
Yeah. I got a variety of rockets, some grenades.
Nice. Okay. Man, the experience goes quick.
Wait a minute. I don't see the talent button.
You mean specialization?
Oh, specialization is what they're okay. Let me get over there. I want to spend some stuff in that.
That's right. I come back and everybody gets quiet.
No, I'm trying to.
So, Jim, what do you think of the infiltrator?
It's a little bit ninja-y, but it's not as cool as it should be. But remember, you have 150 experience. You could totally buy a second tree to help oomph that up.
Aha.
Like if you mix the infiltrator and the assassin bounty hunter together, that does make a good combination.
Let's increase the blast damage.
Because, yeah, sadly, I feel the spies got kind of gypped. On the plus side, the last fluff book for Age of Rebellion, which was the spy book, actually had some cool toys. Like
what do you think would be the best spy to look at?
Now, we talking like Face Man from the A-Team spy?
That's exactly what I'm thinking, yes.
Okay, for that one, if you want to be able to have good talkie-talkie, I would totally combine the... Let's see. It's the... As I'm scrolling slowly.
With a dash, because this is Star Wars, but, Face from A-Team with a dash of computer hacking thrown in is what I should go say.
So the infiltrator is good if you want to be a ninja that can jack somebody up, because that's their specialties: deception, skullduggery, streetwise, and melee. They whip out that vibro weapon and they gank people when they need to fight. The sleeper agent is a bit more of the code breaker, black hat hacker that can smile and talk their way through things with charm. So if you want to be the face man, I would go with sleeper agent as opposed to the infiltrator.
Okay.
Because the infiltrator is the one that sneaks in and then murders their target horribly. Whereas the sleeper agent is the one that uses inside knowledge, step ahead, convincing demeanor, and creative killer when they need to. That they can reduce the rating of improvised weapons by 1.
Well, but thinking about the campaign, if we are the ones who are basically going in and doing dirty work, maybe I should go for the, sneaks in and guts you in your sleep.
Yeah, you could totally do that.
Well, and basically my guy is also a cunning type character, streetwiser. So we'll definitely be this kind of sneaky force.
And then you have the droid shooting missiles off and dropping bombs. Opens compartments and starts shooting out poison grenades.
Right,
giggling at some horrible sound.
If I go with the infiltrator, you said take a look as well at bounty hunters.
Assassin. Because the two complement each other really well, because the infiltrator spy lets them add damage equal to cunning to hits, as well as getting, you know how true aim lets you upgrade? Frenzied attack lets you take strain up to your ranks in frenzied attack to upgrade your attack by an equal amount.
Okay, so the first thing I need to do...
And what species were you looking at?
The Claudite.
The shape-shifting Claudite. Because, yeah, the Bounty Hunter Assassin has lethal blows, which adds 10%. Stalker, which gives you blue to stealth and coordination. You get in case you want to do range attacks, you get the sniper shot and deadly accuracy.
Yes, and I think what I need most of all is to buy the Age of the Empire core book so I can actually read some of this damn stuff.
You don't like the PDFs either, right?
I mean, if I have clean PDFs, yeah, but there was a couple of PDFs that I had that were just all, what's that word I'm looking for? Not fuzzy, but
Jinky.
Yeah, Jinky works. We'll go with Jinky.
Bad resolution.
Bingo.
So lightsaber, we get for the 9K, we get the basic lightsaber, right?
Yeah, it'll be a basic lightsaber.
Yep.
I'll totally for the 9K let you pick a basic design, so it's not just the single lightsaber. You could totally pick the double. But there's no fancy crystals or anything in it. It's the standard, whatever type it is, it's the standard type you got.
Yeah. Double lightsaber. Well, that's like
on the plus side,
000.
If you have the lightsaber skill for like what 550 credits, you can build a training saber.
Yeah, no. I'll just take the basic, which is a $9,300 lightsaber for 9,000. So that is fine. And I'm not going to be able to do the double because that one, if I recall,
requires agility 3.
Unwieldy 3. Is that agility or
that's
is that
agility?
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't have that either, so it doesn't matter.
I was going to say, what, you're not going to go for a lightsaber axe?
Yeah, right. All right, so we said we're doing duty.
10 duty.
Let's see what I want for my duty.
And apparently the cat just realized I'm back in my spot. And Gunter, if you wanted to give your spy some talkie-talkie powers, instead of going bounty hunter assassin, you can totally go with the one of the favorite talkie-talks, which is I'm scrolling my way up there. It is the diplomat. No, not the propagandist. It is the agitator. Because the agitator gives you scathing tirade, so you can actually use words to make people suffer strain.
Your mama's so fat.
Hey, that shit can be useful, man. Strain, most things don't have a lot of strain.
Do that.
Especially if you go all the way down with scathing tirade and get improving scathing tirade and supreme scathing tirade for one strain, you can make a maneuver coercion check of 2 purple, and for every success one enemy in short range suffers 1 strain, you can spend advantage to afflict additional enemies 1 additional strain. And each target affected suffers a black dice on all checks for a number of rounds equal to your ranks in coercion.
Nice.
And
so
then, of course,
have some PDFs you can send me.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay, so then we just hit save.
Yep, definitely hit save. And if you want to see it, you can hit the print, and it'll pop up your sheet as a printable PDF. But there's some steps you need to take, Kelly, because on your equipment, you didn't click the show buttons, so your equipment won't really show up with stats and stuff.
So how do I do that? Okay, so hold on, let me go to equipment.
So on the equipment page, see how your list of items you have, there's all those check boxes?
Yeah, equip and carry.
You want to make sure to have the show boxes all clicked.
Okay, there's no box that says show. It's
Should be the last to the far right.
carry.
Click weapons. You're on the gear
Yeah,
tab.
only
I bet.
weapons is the one that has
Weapons.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And there's a show that you want to make sure you click because that way when it prints it, it'll show all of your weapons there.
Yeah. But for it to affect your stats, you want the armor to make sure you click carry.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
if you're wearing any
they
armor,
won't
you
give
want to
you your
click
stats.
that you're equipping it. Same thing with your jetpack. It should show your jetpack regardless, but you may want to click equip just in case. And this is how we have generated madness. We've armed Kelly with AUG dudes.
Yep. Oh, dude, it's dangerous. You can sit and play all day long making stuff.
Because a lot of these will be integrated.
So if you're wanting to play a spy guy, check the book I just put in the Skype. That's it's got the Uber gear. Your spy guy shoe that's full of laser cutting things, knives, and escape tools. As Kelly's doing Viking throat singing.
No, there was a bug flying in my face, so I was like a little gnat. A little gnat was like, "What's this?"
So starting group size 5, 10.
Go ahead and select 10.
10, okay.
Because there's only 3 of you, so it's good to have 10.
So if we do 0 starting duty, that opens up.
Well, if you click 10, all the buttons should highlight. Because if you have
that's what I'm saying. So
yeah, if you start at like 5, you only get the sacrifice 5 for something.
Yeah. So do I need more credits or do I want more XP?
I mean, more credits means you can buy another lightsaber right off the bat. Or
for 1,000 or 2,500? No,
for
that's
2,500, you could buy a crystal.
Oh, well, that's possible. Or upgrades to my lightsaber.
You know what I named it? Since it's a BT, astromech, blastromech. BT, bitty bitty.
Bitty bitty.
Bitty bitty. BT, BT. The fact that you got it makes me happy.
Bitty bitty bitty.
All right. Armor.
Yeah, I don't think BT took any armor.
Oh,
it's okay.
I didn't.
You don't expect to be shot, that's all. You have patches, which is like armor retroactively.
I have 505. Let's see what.
Remember, you can go to sort by price. It's the easiest way to spend those patches floating around in your pocket.
Except for what would apply to me because I'm a
Technically,
droid.
The equivalent would be bolted on a spacer suit. You would have like droid overalls attached to you. Whatever it is or does, droid equivalent.
That's funny. Thinking I'm an astromech with bib overalls.
Yeah. Seascape diving suit.
It allows you to dive without short-circuiting. And I just realized I don't have any of the Force and Destiny stuff.
Oh, wow.
Only Age of Rebellion books and Edge of Empire books.
Huh.
Oh, wait. They're in another folder. It's the Genesis talents expended. Now, I'm not sure how long Skype keeps these up in the chat, so if you want them, you may want to download them.
Excuse me. Yes.
Are we downloading?
I threw some Star Wars PDFs.
Oh, okay. A slug thrower.
Bullets. Jedis from back at you.
Reflect those back. They just.
I mean, what do you think these people
Other
use?
physical.
All of a sudden, the Jedi has to drop a lightsaber and use the Force to deflect them. And then you're like, aha, he's open.
Those pit crew overalls are actually pretty good. Used fires and weapons with the burn quantity. Let's see what else.
Droid plays with fire.
Mm.
And I'm also sharing the Force one for those who want the Force. It should be.
I do. So that's probably a good choice for me.
Run away! Always shoot one thermal and pray one advantage. I remember in the whole mission was the group on Hoth in the Hoth base because it was already taken. Get to the computer, shoot a data disruptor grenade, and that was their whole mission, or a thermal detonator, one or the other. And the droid that did it left her team behind because they were fighting a bunch of Arctic troopers. You guys have fun. And she ran in, basically hacked open, realized that there was an officer there and a bunch of tech hacking the rebel computers. She proceeded to run in the room because, of course, the grenade was only good at short range. And she proceeded to tackle the officer and shoot the grenade at the computer. And then use one advantage to exclude herself from the thermal detonator's blasts.
Nice.
So she came walking out of this crater of a room covered in a vaporized and vaporized computer core.
Mm.
Of course, in that it was funny because the Jason, our Mandalorian on Saturday night, he was playing the team leader and he acting leadership to try to convert stormtroopers to the rebellion. Crazy bastard rolled 2 to triumph to convert snowtroopers. So when the crew left, they left with their stolen Imperial shuttle and the extra shuttle that the imps landed on because they managed to recruit the pilot and one of the the sergeant Arctic troopers.
Wow.
Of course, the best part of the adventure was they were on Imperial space. They needed to steal a shuttle, and the spy-style data drop totally went bad because the group was untrusting of the Imperial agent who was giving them the command codes for the shuttle to steal. Because they didn't trust this person, they almost all got caught.
Wow. Ooh,
Next time, trust the spy that's giving you the keys to the Corvette.
Yeah. That sounds kind of cool for a Sheehan expert.
What's that?
Storm charge.
Ooh. Get in close, and if they hit you, screw them.
Yeah, so it's 2 soak, and if attack against armor generates 2 threat, attacker is disoriented for a round. If the attack against the armor generates a despair, attacker is automatically hit for 8 damage.
Which
counts
career
as
is
being-
the Sheehan, by the way?
Sheehan is the Sentinel.
Sentinel?
So it's the cunning
Yeah.
class group.
I think. And then in case Kelly wants to read Hired Gun book. Which, by the way, these fluff books are all really good reads, by the way. It's cute, the last quarter to set up fights, but it's actually pretty...
Yeah. Oh, so I can actually use the armor to do like a brawl attack with a +0 damage, critical 5, range, gauge, stuff 3. That sounds like an asshole Sithy kind of armor to wear, huh?
Totally got ads.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at the Jedi, you know, it's 2 soak and all, and it's cheaper, like versus 2,000, but
it electrify your enemies and leave them shaking in your path.
Yeah, collect a bunch of their...
You get super creepy and you buy this. Way under your armor, you've got a pain harness to electrify you to get you juice.
Just need to rewire it a little bit, and it'll do the same thing every time they hit me. Just add some leads coming into the armor.
All right, Pierce, where the fuck did you put the file?
And I put in a new picture.
I knew.
Or are we playing in the room? Or
do you guys want a new or want to use the same lobby? I'm cool with either.
Yeah, whichever is easier for you.
Yeah, whichever is easier for you, baby.
I would say let's go ahead and use the same lobby if you want, because that way there's I don't have to recreate all the NPCs and stuff because they're already here.
Oh, yeah, that works.
Cool.
And I don't have to download all those maps and pictures again. So what we need is a new folder, and we will call it Sithy. And of course, because it's evil, it's IE and not Y. And if you look in Sithy folder, you will see characters starting to appear that you can totally transfer your characters to when you have a chance. Because something tells
me... How do we transfer them? We just do it manually. There's not a...
Yep, there's no import feature. On the plus side, once you make them, there's totally a export feature for me that I could move it to another lobby if you want. And this is when we totally try to see if we can recruit somebody else. So there would then be a full crew of 5 when Janon gets back.
That would be nice.
There's Gunter.
Where's Gunter?
I found Gunter in the list. He's at the bottom of the list.
Sounds about right.
So if you look in the Sithy tab that should be at the very top for convenience sake, it may be closed on your page. You may have to click to, if it's a plus sign, click it to open it up, and you'll see 3 characters there. One of you can each open one of them.
Okay.
Now the question is, if somebody has Ogdudes up, what spaceship for 120,000 credits are you going to buy?
Oh. That I'll have to look at here in a minute.
Now it becomes the hard part. As the cat looks at me and says, yes, that is the hard part, picking a spaceship. It must have a litter box.
It must have a litter box.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that in a second. I can add an upgrade to a weapon or anything, if at least one.
Yeah, you can go for an upgrade.
All right.
And what species did you end up going with?
I'm going Bothan. He's going to be an angry dog.
Oh, geez, it's already 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I know, y'all took so long.
I saw mostly blank character sheet. What are you talking about? It took so long.
I think since I don't have move, I might go with the magnetic weapon tether.
The poor man's force move.
Right?
Hey, there's nothing cooler than as a not Jedi or Sith pulling it to your hand and making people think you are. Then you become a con man pretending to be a force user. But when you are a force user, it's even better. Because then you can get all cocky and hand people your blast, your weapon all the time. Like, here, hold this if you don't trust me.
Yeah. Can I take the optional mod for the quick draw with the tether?
I will give that to you.
All right.
Look at you finding a workaround to save some points.
Right? Hey, money buys anything.
Just remember, you must describe it as my lightsaber flies to my hand.
It does, just not the way people think it might be, being that they look at what I am. Like, ooh, he's got great force power. It's like, yeah, keep thinking that. Kind of like in a certain show.
Yeah.
Where the guy was faking it all.
A little repulsor power and magnetic tethers goes a long way.
Yep. All right, I think I'm darn.
So let's see. We'll sort ships by price. Let's make sure we're in the starship category. Starships. Wow, there's a lot more ships in here of that price. The important thing to check is, does it have hyperspace?
Yeah, that's always helpful.
We're escaping the planet. You can't leave the system.
Everybody took some kind of communicator, right?
Yes.
On the plus side, your droid has long-range communications.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So we have the Hawk Light Freighter. That's that big, obnoxious freighter that some bounty hunters use.
Oh, yeah.
The Anik-class scientific survey vessel. Wow, it's got a primary class 3 hyperdrive. Counts as a non-combat ship because it has research labs, even though it's got light lasers on it because it's Star Wars. Everybody's got light lasers.
Right.
We have the Lenore E9 Explorer class long-range scout ship. It's good for a pilot, a co-pilot, an engineer, and one loadmaster for 6 months in space.
What did I just do? There we go.
And it's got a pair of twin medium lasers on it. We have the Talax X class stealth fighter. Does that even have hyperspace? Most of the fighters don't. Oh, it does have a class 1 hyperdrive, but it's only good for one pilot.
Huh.
Then you get a droid socket and you tell the spy to find a place to hide. We have the Sorosub Luxury 3000 space yacht. Who knew a space yacht would be that cheap? One pilot, one co-pilot / engineer, and up to 10 passengers. Good for one, I love the grammar error, months.
Yeah.
But it has no weapons whatsoever.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we probably want something smallish, stealthy-ish. I'm thinking.
We have the Stealthpede class spy shuttle. Let's see what that's got.
Well, I've in my bio, I basically said that Blaster McDoid, that is a wee bit twitchy, hasn't been wiped in a very long time, very much enjoys making things go boom. Former military murder bot that works with a specialized wet work team, the employee of the Sith. So I think stealthy would probably be a good choice.
Yeah.
Sort of like, nondescript.
So this stealth shuttle has primary class 1 hyperdrive, so it's fast. It's got 1 pilot, 1 co-pilot, 1 comms operator, and 1 engineer as its usual complement. Still has 150 encumbrance, which is pretty good. 2 months worth of consumables, 2 hard points remaining. It has a sensor package that grants advantage on any rolls to intercept communications, and something BT like a self-destruct. In case of an imminent capture, the ship can be set to self-destruct.
Bitty bitty.
What is this? We got the Skywatcher class deep space scout ship. That means it's got to be good for a fight. So it's primary class 1 hyperdrive. It has its own hyper nav computer. Sensor range is out to medium, which is better than most. Ship component is 3 to 12 crew. Encumbrance is only 50. But it has enough consumables for those 3 to 12 people to last a whole year in space.
Holy cow.
Has 3 hard points. It then has a dorsal mounted twin medium laser cannon, a ventral twin medium cannon, so that's it for weapons, just a pair of cannons, top and bottom. But it's also armor 4, hull trauma 25, system strain 18. Speed 3. So it's a bit of a tank.
It's good.
And shields 1 fore and aft. Believe it or not, the Jedi Sojourner is at that same price, but that's I believe it's a 1 person. Yeah, it's a 1 person with a droid socket.
Yeah.
Then we have the Wayfarer, which is basically garbage truck. We have the Stealthipede class. Oh, that's the same ship again. Apparently, it's another variation of it without weapons. Ew. We have a YT-2000, which is pretty much your typical YT model. Dorsal ventral guns, 24 trauma, 14 system strain. Ooh, what is this? This is out of the price category. I mean, honestly, I think the smexiest one is the lightly armored Talax class stealth fighter. Oh no, that was the 1 person. We don't want that.
No.
Boo. Would be the...
Somebody's riding in the trunk.
Wait a minute, I am the trunk. No.
My recommendations would be the Lorinar Explorer class, because it's basically medium and you guys can go out for 6 months at a time. And it has 4 hard points. Only 2 weapons, but 4 hard points.
Okay.
But it is -1 handling, so it is a bit of a brick.
Yeah, who is flying, by the way?
Well, I do have planetary flying, not...
What's your non-planet?
Let me switch over to that.
And if you want to look at something deadly, like in and out of a fight...
it would be 4 greens.
Okay.
There's the Lancer class pursuit craft, which is they call it non-fighter starship. It's totally a patrol ship. It's only got a primary class 2 engine, short range sensors, has a nav computer, 1 pilot, 1 co-pilot, but it can hold 4 passengers for 3 months. But it has the Mark IV fire control system. As a maneuver, the pilot may activate or deactivate the fire control system. When activated, the ship's twin laser cannons gain linked 4, and it gains tractor 2, because basically it turns all the weapons on at once on 1 target.
Oh, damn.
Because it has a dorsal triple laser, a forward-mounted twin laser, a ventral light tractor beam. Even though they call it not a fighter, it's totally meant for taking out small stuff.
What was it called?
It's the Lancer-class pursuit craft. But it has no shields in the back end, and it is not the hardiest ship. It's only got armor 2, trauma 20, and it's -2 for handling.
How in the hell's
But
the pursuit craft got a -2 handling?
it's
What the hell?
speed 5.
Oh lordy!
It's faster than a TIE fighter.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
but you can't turn it.
It's got no shields behind it.
Yeah, so you're out running, hopefully quick enough before you get shot in the ass.
But that's totally why you turn on the fire control system and use all 3 weapons in one shot.
Well, Beady Beady would like that.
I mean, think about it. You're now shooting linked forward 5 damage weapons. And the tractor beam.
So you're always flying fast into them.
Of course, then it totally makes you, think of Expanse. So when you're flying with that tractor beam, are you dragging something?
Yeah. Now the Sandrian's only a single person? Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's a single person stealth fighter. I mean, if you want something not crazy fast, but good for maneuverability, there's the Stealthipede class spy shuttle. Its primary class hyperdrive is 1, its secondary is 10. It actually has long range sensors, which is better than almost every other ship, because it's almost like it's a spy craft. Has huge cargo capacity. 2 months worth of supplies. It looks kind of Sithy, and it's got the sensor package and the self-destruct. And it's armor 4, trauma 25, system strain 15.
Oh shit, that's like a big ship. I was looking at the Skywatcher.
Oh yeah, the Skywatcher's a good one, but yeah, it's a big ship. On the plus side, it's a wash on handling.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Wash was a really good pilot, so.
I mean, it's got a year's supply. I'm like, hey.
Yep, 3 to 12 people can live a year on this bad boy.
Yeah. Spy. So you're looking at the spy shuttle? Is that the one?
The Stealthipede.
Yeah. Sheathipede. Yeah.
All right, so I'm leaning towards Slicer.
Oh Jesus! You hadn't even got a final.
No, I don't. I will by next Tuesday, but I'm just really not sure.
It's still percolating.
Yep. We've got a Boom Boom robot. We've got a Sith Slicer Dicer.
Yep.
So we either need a mouth or a B&E specialist.
Yeah, or like combo something. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, by next Tuesday I'll have something. Oh shizzle.
Faux shizzle.
That was big. T-troop transport. Oh, that's a land vehicle. Class.
Where are we looking at maps right now?
Deciding on what your ship will be.
Yeah, but where are we looking?
So if you go to vehicles on Ogdudes, and then if you click add vehicle, And if you go to the drop down of filter by category and you pick Starship, and then you pick the price, anything that's 120,000 credits or less. I mean, we haven't really looked at the less part because usually less means you're getting quite less.
Where do you see add vehicles? Oh, new.
You have to do new vehicle, then new, then it lets you start looking at.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, space yacht. What the hell? Yeah, almost thinking. And that -2 handling, we can't afford that. We need like a 0 if we're running on 4 green, or if I pilot, I would be 3 green.
I have 4 green for piloting. Planetarium actually have a rank in it.
If you have 10 experience, you could always put a rank in space as a non-career.
Oh, I have no XP left.
Ooh, hyperdrive class 3 primary. Ugh. That's like slow, right?
That's slow, yeah. The smaller the number, the faster the engine.
Okay, guys, it's after 9:15.
All right.
I have saved mine, but I am gonna have to. I still have to, get it set up in the Roll20, but I'm gonna have to call it. So, good night.
Alrighty, good night.
And
Yeah,
I
I
will
was looking at. Sorry.
Oh, I will totally look at Kelly's Ogdude later and export it as a PDF so I can share it.
Oh yeah, I was looking at the KST 100, but yeah.
And now I just have to come up with a mission worthy of you 3 scoundrels.
Probably plenty out there.
It is Old Republic as the Sith are coming in to do bad, bad things.
Because I did take Wetworks as my duty, so kind of a Jedi or a Sith hit squad kind of team, internally or externally.
How long until you get that stealth crystal for your saber?
Oh,
I forgot. I forgot which one it was, but there's that one crystal that makes your lightsaber silent.
Yeah, I think a bunch of them are really expensive.
Yeah, it's rare lightsaber crystals. I mean, you'd kill to get one, or kill to get one back. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Right. Exactly. So, yeah, it depends on you. Because, definitely not something I don't think I can buy with 2,500 or 3,000 credits. I'm sure it's much more than that.
Something tells me we so need to send you guys out to one of those Jedi outposts that they talk about in High Republic. That are just little outposts meant to protect the quadrant of space.
Yeah, so that's our thing. We go in and, we, whether it's taking out bad Sith or rogue Sith or whatever you want to call them, or, for the right person, and or Jedi or whatever. Or kind of that
officials or anybody who
kind of that down low little people know about us but don't talk about us team, maybe.
Yeah, we're that, we're the rumors that people tell. They're not really sure, but they're great stories about us.
Yeah, and
we don't talk about those guys.
We're the boogeyman.
Yeah, the different lords send us out for, whatever they need.
Yep.
If they don't necessarily want drawn back to them.
Yep. Okay, sounds like Kelly's coming, so I gotta go.
All right.
Yeah,
we'll figure out a ship by then, or a couple options for everybody to look at.
All right.
A character by then.
All right.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Good night, guys.
Bye.